The Nightsisters of Dathomir have shown us countless abilities and the use of their witchcraft. But just how powerful is that witchcraft? And is it related to the Force, or is it something completely different? With their first appearance in Star Wars in the Courtship of Princess Leia, we found out about their society, their power, and their origins. But most importantly, we understand that Darth Sidious himself feared their power and actually had them cut off from the rest of the galaxy and imprisoned them on Dathomir. I mean, maybe it was the fact that they rode Rancors like horses, but we all know as Star Wars fans how powerful the Nightsisters actually are. And we've seen that with Asajj Ventress, Merrin from Jedi Fallen Order, and of course their leader, Mother Talzin, but most recently, Morgan Elsbeth. And all these Nightsisters are extremely powerful, but in my opinion, I think Mother Talzin, from what we've seen, is the most powerful, and that's probably why Darth Sidious feared her and her magic. Maybe not her specifically, but what her power could evolve into if she had gotten stronger. And we see this in the Clone Wars animated series when Count Dooku and General Grievous and the droid army are tasked with destroying the Nightsisters. Mother Talzin and the Nightsisters, they're able to summon and reanimate all of the previous dead Nightsisters, and not just the recently dead Nightsisters, no, dead Nightsisters that had been long and gone and buried for generations, all summoned to fight as their own undead army. But the fact that Mother Talzin was able to achieve this feat, I think really made Darth Sidious fear the ability of her magic. And Darth Sidious himself goes out to great lengths to kill her, to even get his own hands dirty and assist in helping killing Mother Talzin in one of the comics of Darth Maul. And I think that says a lot as a compliment to the power, the ceiling of power that Mother Talzin achieved, and Darth Sidious would eventually use some of her power to attack Master Yoda and make him weaker in the Clone Wars animated series. And we see that again in Star Wars Rebels, where he's trying to gain entrance to the world between worlds and uses a form of that magic to attack Ezra Bridger and Ahsoka Tano in the world between worlds. But the Nightsisters and Darth Sidious aren't the only ones that use magic inside the Star Wars galaxy. Even the Ewoks have come to know wizards and witches on the forest moon of Endor. Wizard Ewoks use magic and talk about defending themselves against witches on the forest moon of Endor. Magic is present in the Star Wars galaxy, and I think that's why we see so many people who often refer to it as witchcraft, because maybe perhaps it comes from a darker form of the Force. Because in this known Star Wars galaxy, yes, we understand the Force. We've seen the Jedi and the Sith use it, but perhaps that strain of the Force, that magic, comes from something else. Maybe that something else is another galaxy of the witch that we've seen in a companion galaxy. Maybe even a companion galaxy that the Purrgil only know how to get to. As always, theories are running rampant, and I love to see what you all think. The Nightsisters are always so compelling, especially in that first book, The Courtship of Princess Leia, because George Lucas himself took so much inspiration from that book and the Dathomirian sisters and their magic, to the point where he even wrote a letter to the person that created the book because he just loved the ideas so much. And we've seen those ideas, Asajj Ventress, Mother Talzin, Savage Opress, and so much inside the Clone Wars animated series. And I'm so glad now we're seeing that almost 30 years of expanded universe, because The Courtship of Princess Leia was one of the first books that came out after the Heir to the Empire trilogy. And it's awesome to see all this finally getting its shine in the spotlight in Star Wars. But let me know what you think. Where do you think the Nightsisters came from or originated from, and their version of the Force? I hope to see you all next time. Make sure you subscribe for more Star Wars, and I'll see you around, fam. Deuces!